I didn't even pay to watch this fight, but I still want my money back. Dillon Danis literally put out the worst performance in the history of YouTube boxing, man. I actually had a little bit of respect for the guy for the way he handled himself in the press conference leading up to the fight.
That's a steroid supplier, that's what it is. Two juice heads. Two fucking juice heads. I don't know how to fucking real fight. Gordon's a little bitch, that's what he's selling out. He's from Jersey and you're gonna support the other side. You're a fucking dead man when you get back to Jersey, you pussy bitch.
He is a really good trash talker, but that is probably about it. He can't throw a punch, he doesn't have any sort of understanding in boxing, and the fight ended up being a slugfest for the most part because Logan wasn't really able to knock him out either. I think what Dillon had initially planned was to put the pressure on Logan, try to gas him out in the first few rounds, but that can only work if you can even land a punch, Dillon. Dillon has absolutely no power in any of his punches. He has no boxing fundamentals whatsoever. His jabs are slow and weak. His overhand had so much telegraph that a blind man would see it coming from a different town. This guy throws punches like a true amateur, man. Now, what's funny about the whole thing, in case you guys missed it, is Logan literally looks scared coming into the fight. Before the fight even started, Logan comes out with his gloves extended, telling Dillon that he forgives him. Bro, he hasn't even apologized yet. He embarrassed your fiance in front of millions of people, which I think is totally justified because she brought that upon herself. But either way, your fiance's reputation is still just as damaged as it was before the fight. And then you come out looking like you peed your pants and tell your opponent that you forgive him? What sort of a cowardice move is that? I feel like Logan's only redemption out of all this would be to break up with Nina and show the world that the consequences of a woman's promiscuity is that she will never be respected. I don't think people are even mad at Logan for some of the things that he's done. Yes, of course, he's scammed thousands of people and is overall a very shitty human being. But the fact that Logan Paul is with a woman that openly talks about how she sucked a dick in a football stadium once is the ultimate moral depravity, man.
I sucked a football stadium full of people once.
Either way, Logan Paul did a good job to win the fight. He won every single one of the 6 rounds, whereas Dillon Danis looked like an even slower and less likable version of Nate Diaz, where he was just showboarding and finally ended up facing an embarrassing loss. I'm not sure how Dillon can sell any more fights because he did get exposed for how terrible of a boxer he is. I think Dillon would probably have to go back to MMA after the absolute worst performance that he could put up. We're gonna see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Has Logan Paul done enough to win the people back, or is he still a scumbag?